Once upon a time, in a beautiful town famous for its sprawling green forests and diverse culture, there was a wealthy merchant named Richard Bennett. After many years of hard work, he had become one of the most successful and affluent merchants in the area, with hundreds of employees and a vast fortune. However, Richard never felt completely happy. Despite having everything that others could only dream of, his mind was always chaotic, unable to focus on anything. Richard had tried every method to improve his concentration. He enrolled in time management courses, read related books, and even hired a private psychologist. But all these efforts were in vain. Richard felt his failures only added fuel to the fire of his exhaustion and helplessness. He would sit in his living room, looking pensive, unable to start any task. The methods he had tried seemed only to increase the pressure instead of helping him concentrate. In his desperation, Richard longed for some kind of miracle to help him improve his focus and find inner peace. One day, during an important meeting with other merchants, Richard happened to hear a strange story. One of his partners mentioned Master Elijah, a renowned monk who lived in seclusion in a monastery on Windfall Mountain. According to the story, this monk had a special ability to help anyone achieve inner peace and supreme concentration with just simple advice. It was said that many people from far and wide had sought out Master Elijah for guidance and had left with incredible positive changes in their lives. This story sparked a deep curiosity in Richard. He felt that this could be the answer to the difficulties he was facing in finding focus and peace. Without hesitation, Richard decided to find the Windfall Monastery to meet Master Elijah. The journey to the monastery was not easy, but Richard believed that the monk's advice could bring about the change he desperately longed for. With hope and determination, Richard began preparing for the challenging yet promising journey. After thorough preparation, Richard began his journey up the mountain. The path was challenging, with steep slopes and dense fog. Yet Richard persevered. Upon arrival, he was surprised to find the monastery was not as grand as he had imagined. It was merely a small wooden house nestled in a garden full of greenery. A simple man, dressed in coarse cloth, was diligently watering the plants. Richard approached him and asked, "Sir, I would like to meet Master Elijah. Is he here?" The man smiled kindly, put down the watering can, and said, "I am Master Elijah. Welcome to Windfall Monastery." Richard could hardly believe his eyes. The legendary monk turned out to be such a humble person. After a moment of confusion, Richard began to share his situation. "Master, I have tried many ways to improve my concentration but have been unsuccessful. I have attended numerous time management courses, read various books, and even hired a private psychologist. Yet, my mind is always distracted by endless thoughts. I cannot focus on any task, which makes me feel helpless and exhausted. Please show me a way out of this chaos and help me find inner peace." Master Elijah listened intently, his eyes filled with understanding. He nodded gently and said, "Richard, the most important thing is that you have recognized your problem and are seeking a solution. Start by simplifying everything. Sometimes, we need to take a step back to see things more clearly. Learn to calm your mind through meditation, focus on your breath, and don't let negative thoughts take over. Only when your mind is quiet can you truly find focus and peace." The monk's words were like a guiding light in the dark, bringing Richard new hope and determination. With deep gratitude, Richard began his journey to regain concentration and inner peace under Master Elijah's guidance. Master Elijah pondered for a moment, then said, "I have a simple exercise for you. But remember, only if you perform it with complete sincerity and patience will you find the answer." He handed Richard a small jug of water and led him to a garden full of plants. "Your task is to water 20 plants in this garden. But there is one rule. If, while watering, your mind gets distracted by any thought, you must go back and start from the first plant again." Richard thought to himself, "It's just watering plants, easier than I expected." With confidence, he began watering the first plant, then the second. But when he reached the third plant, his mind began to wander. He thought about the list of tasks he needed to assign to his employees for the coming week, the unfinished business deals, and various family matters. Remembering the monk's words, he reluctantly went back and started from the beginning. With each restart, he increasingly realized the difficulty of the task. Distracting thoughts continuously invaded his mind, from incomplete work plans to family concerns. It was not easy to keep his mind empty and focused. The more he tried, the more he realized his mind was like a wild horse, constantly running in all directions. Each failure brought disappointment and anger. But deep down, he also understood that this exercise was not just about watering the plants but was a battle with himself. By late afternoon, after dozens of restarts, Richard finally managed to water all 20 plants without letting any thoughts intrude. A feeling of relief washed over him. He brought the empty jug back to Master Elijah. Master Elijah greeted Richard with a smile. "Congratulations on completing the exercise. Now listen to the lesson. The human mind is always full of thoughts. When we try to do many things at once, our attention gets scattered. But if we focus all our energy on a single task, we can achieve optimal results." Richard asked. "But how do I maintain this focus in everyday life, Master?" Master Elijah smiled gently and replied, "Richard, maintaining focus is not just a skill but an art of living. To keep your mind alert and undistracted, there are 3 secrets you can practice daily. First, observe your breath. Whenever you feel your mind starting to wander or get distracted, focus on your breath. Feel each inhale and exhale. This not only helps you connect with the present moment, but also brings calm and balance. The breath is the bridge between body and mind, and paying attention to it will help you pull your mind back to the present. Second, practice mindfulness. When you do any task, devote your entire attention to that task. Whether it's a small chore like washing dishes or a complex task at the office, focus fully on each action, each detail. Don't let your mind wander to things that haven't happened yet or unnecessary worries. Mindfulness helps you live fully in each moment and complete your tasks more effectively. Third, learn to let go. Life is full of surprises and changes. Don't try to control everything around you, as this only creates stress and anxiety. Instead, learn to accept that some things are beyond your control. Focus on what you can do right now and let go of unnecessary pressures. When you let go, you will find freedom and lightness in your soul. Richard listened attentively, each word from Master Elijah like a drop of cool water soothing the tension in his mind. He realized that maintaining focus in daily life requires not just skills but also a calm and accepting spirit. With these 3 secrets, Richard began to see the path to focus and peace more clearly. After receiving the 3 secrets from Master Elijah, Richard began his journey to transform himself. As a wealthy and successful merchant, Richard was always busy with work and meetings with other merchants. His life was full of pressure and stress, but he was determined to apply the lessons from the monk to his daily life. At first, practicing breath observation was challenging for Richard. During tense meetings, his mind was often distracted by worries about business results and unresolved issues. But Richard did not give up. He devoted time every morning to meditating and focusing on his breath. Gradually, he began to feel a sense of calm and balance. Next, Richard applied mindfulness practice to his daily work. Whether signing contracts or managing employees, he fully concentrated on the task at hand. He did not let his mind wander to things that had not yet happened or worries about the future. This focus helped Richard work more efficiently and reduced his stress. The secret of letting go also brought many positive changes for Richard. Previously, he always tried to control everything in his work and personal life, which only added more pressure to himself. But now, he learned to accept that some things were beyond his control. Richard focused on what he could do in the present moment, and let things unfold naturally. This letting go brought him a sense of freedom and lightness. With perseverance and determination, Richard began to see significant changes in his life. He no longer felt as tired and stressed as before. His focus and work efficiency improved considerably. Meetings with partners became smoother, business projects were completed on time, and his relationships with employees and family improved. Richard realized that focus and peace do not come from complex tools or methods but from self-control and living fully in each moment. He felt grateful to Master Elijah for guiding him on this path, and he continued to practice these lessons every day. In the end, Richard found the supreme focus and inner peace he had longed for. Thank you for staying with us until the end of this enlightening journey on how to increase your focus by 100% Buddhist technique. Let's take a moment to recap the key lessons we've learned from the inspiring story of Richard Bennett and Master Elijah. First and foremost, we discovered the importance of breath observation. Richard learned that by focusing on his breath, he could bring his wandering mind back to the present moment, gaining calmness and clarity. This simple yet powerful technique can help us reconnect with our inner selves and maintain focus amidst the chaos of daily life. The second, we delved into the practice of mindfulness. Master Elijah taught Richard that by dedicating our full attention to each task, no matter how small, we can achieve greater efficiency and reduce stress. Mindfulness encourages us to immerse ourselves fully in the present, allowing us to complete our tasks with intention and care. Lastly, we explored the art of letting go. Richard realized that trying to control everything only added unnecessary pressure. By learning to accept the things beyond our control and focusing on what we can do in the present, we can find a sense of freedom and lightness. Letting go helps us to reduce anxiety and approach life with a more balanced perspective. These lessons from Master Elijah are timeless and invaluable. They remind us that true focus and inner peace come not from external tools or methods, but from within ourselves. By practicing breath observation, mindfulness, and letting go, we can transform our approach to work and life, achieving greater focus and tranquility. We would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to you for taking the time to watch this video and for supporting the Wisdom Life channel. Your engagement and encouragement mean the world to us. We hope that the insights shared today will inspire you to integrate these Buddhist techniques into your daily routine and experience the profound benefits they offer. May you soon find practical and effective ways to apply these lessons, enhancing your focus and clarity in both your work and personal life. We look forward to seeing you in our future videos, where we will continue to explore valuable wisdom to enrich your life. Thank you once again for being with us. Until next time, stay focused, stay mindful, and embrace the journey of self-discovery and inner peace. See you in the next inspiring video.